Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Archimedes.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, doing good. Making coffee.
Likewise.
I posted proposed agenda for today in the live chat. Give it a few minutes for our bounty fund owners to join us. I see some early people here. Beside Archimedes, I see Mr. Kirk and Mr. Ledge. Yeah. Mr. Farini said he can't make it today. I shall note him down as excused. Recently, I heard about Cuban coffee, that it should be rather strong. Do you know something, Archimedes?
About coffee in general, I know a bit, but Cuban coffee has never been something that has been proposed to me. In Greece, we have Greeks and Turks have Greek and Turkish coffee. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
It's light, but you prepare it in a very different way. I'm really not sure about Cuban coffee though.
I think it might be something similar. I was watching this comedian Fluffy. Maybe you know.
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh no, no, that's a shame. He's basically a really big dude, and he almost overdosed on Cuban coffee, so it was really funny.
Oh wow. Whoops. Yeah, not good to OD on caffeine in general. Definitely a no-no.
There was one guy in high school, but he was a little crazy. He was like a poet,
Uh-huh.
and he always spent his weekends with one can of black coffee.
Yeah, I typically have at least one cup in the morning or two, to say the least. And I'm a big fan of iced coffee, even in the winter. I like my iced coffee.
Oh, that's funny. I watched a documentary about Greece some time ago, and there was a woman telling about the Greek lifestyle, and she said
Yep.
every Greek household has this mixer, and they
Yep.
make the iced coffee in the morning. That's a very Greek thing to do.
That mixer is like a milk whisker. You
Yeah.
can you Yeah, and you basically take instant Nescafe, and you could put it in a cup with a little bit of water. You whip it up, and it turns into a foam, and then you put ice and you put water, and that's 90% of what we drink sometimes when there's nothing else available. It's also very popular in the military because you have nothing else you could drink, so you just take the instant coffee and you could put it in a water bottle and shake it up, and you have yourself some frappe. But I do remember going to Portugal once and asking them for coffee and ice because I wanted a nice coffee. It was a hot summer day, and people were looking at me like I was from outer space. They were like, "What? What? You want coffee and ice? What do you want the ice for, bro?" I was like, I want to put the ice in the coffee." And yeah, that was shocking. Even at Starbucks, even at major chains, it's interesting to see
Yeah.
the cultural differences. But yeah, Greeks excel at cold coffee for sure.
I see Tata in the chat. He also likes his coffee with ice.
Yep, Freddo. You can make it with espresso. You make an espresso and you whip it up with the same whisker, and then you put some ice in it, and you're good.
I was
It's
quite surprised when I learned that in Italy you don't have. I think what was it? You have cappuccino only for breakfast. I think it was, and not afterwards.
I guess it's because the milk is good for the stomach because it kind of it balances out the acidity of the coffee. Maybe it's
Correct me if
not.
I'm wrong, Tata. I was very surprised because I like to drink it all day. Okay, I see
All
some
right.
people are here. Pauses here. So we are only missing the goat. Let's see if he pops in later.
Yep.
First, check the transactions, and then I can, for your viewing pleasure, I can paste the link to the video we received today. Or not today, but to a video we received.
I'm pumped. We received
Here
the
it
video.
is. Yeah, we received the video for the Grape Access Network.
Ooh.
Promotional video.
Ooh.
And we shall decide if it's good enough today or if we had already one major and one minor revision with some good feedback from Jarvis. We
Nice.
shall decide today if it's good enough to go forward or if we need another revision.
I'll definitely check this out. Who made the video out of curiosity?
Grape Access Network today.
A guy from D-Rock. He's called Panda Gray.
Interesting. I would say that it probably needs a voiceover, and it probably needs a little bit of tweaking. I'll send the feedback. Probably needs a little bit of tweaking towards the end, showing the Grapes webpage. It could probably show the verified dashboard, to be honest. But I'll follow up. Not horrible. Pretty decent attempt, I think.
We have come some way. We already
Yep.
had 2 feedback sessions with him.
Yep. My bad for not getting back to you guys sooner. I apologize.
But no. It's all right. I explicitly didn't bring it to this meeting because I took one look at it and I was like, okay, I don't have to take up your time with it.
Yep.
But now I think it's at a good enough level to present it to you guys.
Danke.
Gather your feedback.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Okay, I've confirmed that the transactions are in sync with squads and dework.
Thank you, sir.
It's very good. Yeah, I can tag you guys, the bounty fund owners in the video channel, so you know where you can gather your feedback. Here it is. Now you're all on the channel. Good. Next point would be the DAO handbook. Received a submission by Sajal for the DAO handbook, and there was already a little bit of feedback by Taki and Legend. Legend, would you maybe like to come on stage? Or I see Sajal is also too here. Oh, and the goat has arrived.
The goat is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Legend.
What feedback?
For the bounty, DAO handbook bounty that Sajal worked on. I will post a link shortly. Well, the links on dwork are not longer active. It says no preview available. File is on owner's trash.
Huh? What? What is this? What is this sorcery?
The only thing I can access right now is this one, which is, but it's not the. It's also something Stitchler made, but it's not the right one.
Yeah. Hmm.
Stitchler, you're still muted. You're trying to talk.
Yeah, hi. Right. So let me post the link again on the work. I don't know why it's not working. It's working
Yeah,
on
that
my
would be
end.
great.
I'm doing it right way.
Thank you.
So there seems to be a problem with your verification. It doesn't show you the Grape member role. Okay, then we can talk a little bit about the newsletter bounty. And, why Stitchler is working on it. I saw this Google Doc legend for the newsletter this week.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tweeted yet, or are you waiting for feedback?
Feedback mostly. I saw Taki feedback on it, but he says to go more on detail about the topics on the agenda. The thing is, I put the recording of the call there, so I don't think there's any need to go into detail for any topic, since that will give the post of the newsletter more extended, and you know, people, if they see a big ass text, they don't read it.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's my point
But
of view.
I agreed with your point of view. At the same time, most people are just going to scroll through this thread.
Yeah,
They are not
that's
going
why I
to.
keep most of the text like simple one, two phrases and the topics that were discussed. Like if the people see the topic they like is being discussed, they probably gonna go to the video if they want to and look for it and look into more detail.
Yeah, I think what Taki is aiming at, that he would like, if you include the proposed agenda, that there shouldn't be only a link, but maybe one or two, maximum of three important topics.
Yeah, but the topics from the link are above. That's why.
Oh,
It's not just a link.
but these are the topics that were discussed in the last call, weren't they? Isn't it?
No, I posted there was two DAO calls, so there's two links.
Yeah, but Taki commented on the proposed agenda for the next DAO call. And the topics are from the last DAO call, if I am not mistaken.
No. So the second point is Tuesday DAO call. I put the video link. Then 2.1 is the topics for Tuesday DAO call. Later in the end, there's like the point 4 where do I say is to end the week. Sunday's DAO call had an arranged agenda. YouTube
Yeah,
link again, and then the topics,
yeah.
and then the agenda for the topics. Because we didn't talk about, I mean, for everything. Like
That's not clear. I thought the 20th DAO core would be the next one. I didn't think that the 20th DAO core already happened from the way
so
you
you
phrased
think
it.
I should reorder the
I don't know
the
about
posts?
the tweet. Either you rename 4.2 so it's clear that, for example, you can see the complete agenda here for the star call or something like that. Either you do that, or you integrate the link somehow into 4.1. Like some of its
I can try
topics.
to do it. I'm doing
Yeah.
separate since the Twitter doesn't allow that much text.
Yeah, okay, then let's just scratch the etc on 4.1. Let's clean it up a little bit. And on 4.2, we change the title to something like you can read the whole agenda for the DAO call here, and then the link.
I mean, I can put
And
the
it's clear.
Honestly, I don't want to delete ATC since we talked about more random topics, so I always leave ATC there. But I can
Yeah.
put the link later if it fits.
etc sometimes seems like a little bit low effort, like it's a little bit crunch job, you know. So if you want to say there were other topics, you should rather say it with a few words, like, yeah, you should be. If you want to say that there were other topics that were not on the agenda but that were interesting, you should find a few words to describe it, or you should scratch the etc. That's my point of view.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Sejal, how's it going?
Hi. Yeah, I just posted the link again. Can you open it now?
Yes. Much longer now. Very good.
Great. Yeah. So you can look at it. This is after, I think Legend, whatever the feedback I got from Legend and Dark full couple of points she mentioned. So I've included all those, whatever could be included. Yeah.
Very confusing legend that your account is Dimitriou and Taki's account is Dimitris Milicis. Yeah. Okay, guys. Mr. Archimedes, Mr. Legend, Mr. Pause, Mr. Dynite, Mr. Kirk. I pinged you for the DAO handbook bounty with a new file.
Yep, looking at it. Thank you.
This is the Discourse thread for it. So to give a little bit of context to this bounty, our friends over at Unique Venture Clubs, they are building a DAO handbook where every DAO on Solana should be presented in a way so that people who are interested in DAOs on Solana can look into this handbook and see, okay, which DAO would I like to get involved in more. And the submission that Charles made should be our entry in this DAO handbook.
Yeah, and also I think they had given some questions, right? So according to that only, I have prepared the answers. One thing that I was a bit skeptical about was, will they need this sort of a PDF or they just need a Word document? So that is something that I'm not sure of. But if they just need the Word document, that I can also do, like, but I think this would work. But there was a lot of like, it was a pain to cut short everything because they had given word limit and it was very, very, it's like they had asked to write just couple of lines under each, category. Tried to keep it short, but at the same time making sure that we give out information about us. So yeah.
Yeah. But I think we are well within the word limits now, right?
Sorry, what?
We are well within the word limits now. It should be all right, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so Paul has said he will give feedback later today. He seems to be busy.
Uh,
The goat has chimed in and says he would like to have body font be bigger.
regarding
Yes. Go ahead.
wait, okay. Regarding the from page 9 to 12, it's Grape access, right? And is it supposed to be a normal verification of the user, or is it supposed to be how to set up Grape?
I've done it according to how to set up Grape.
Okay, it's kind of wrong though, because what you have shown here is just a simple verification on how to connect or verify your wallet to join a server, or to verify your wallet simply.
Oh,
Because
okay. One second. Yeah, yeah, got it, got it. Let me check the question. I think this was something that I had changed. Because initially I think I had put the screenshots of how you can set up. If Let me check. What had they asked?
If I can add to that, because I think that it's valuable to have that type of documentation and to have that type of instruction. But what I think Legend is alluding to and what he's suggesting, and something that I was thinking about, but I didn't want to critique until we were on the same page, is when we say a DAO handbook, right? Are we talking about realms, how to set up a realms, where to go in Grape to get help for that? Um,
My
point.
impression not. My impression is that this is for individuals who would like to get involved.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. This is about who would like to get involved. Like,
Right. So maybe not setting up the realms, but understanding what realms is, for instance, or what squads is, or what unique venture club is, right? How multi-sig works, for instance. Is that something that we think is part of this, or am I still off topic? If
yeah.
we were just talking about somebody participating, not founding and creating a DAO, right? Just how does this realms thing work? How does the squads thing work? How does the unique venture club thing work? Those are effectively
Yeah.
how one part of the DAOs. You have D work, you have discourse, right? there are a number of different pieces that we could illustrate in maybe even one slide, right? And show 5 boxes that say realms, squads, unique venture club, D work, discourse, and maybe a 6th for Discord, right? And show a very simple screenshot of how all of those tie together somehow with one proposal, let's say, or some basic workflow. I don't want to overcomplicate it, and I don't want to make your life any more difficult because it looks like you've put work into this. I'm just throwing that out there as a topic because looking at this most recent version, I think it's great that it has how to get verified, but the what comes next once you're verified to participate in the DAO, right, is and that obviously makes this a lot longer, and you wanted to try and shorten it. So just putting that out there, and I think it's something that I'd like to get feedback from everyone else and make sure I'm not going too deep into the weeds, right? Guys, ladies and gents, does that sound correct
Yeah.
directionally?
So,
What I
yeah, I'll
will
just
do, so
no, no, go ahead,
just a
Legend.
quick feedback. What I will do is just instead of setup, you have like for Grape Access, you have how to set up, but I don't think it's needed. Just do the normal verification, how to verify. Since it's the Grape handbook, it's just you gotta show how to verify to get in Grape, right? And fix the Grape access issue. I'm saying myself, we just gotta delete step 1 text and the picture and go from step 2 and remove how to enter Grape access channel. Just put Grape protocol, Grape DAO, and you're done. And remove setup as well. Just for steps 2 and beyond, just go how to verify on Grape, and from there you have everything right.
Yeah. Okay. And this could be part 1 or chapter 1
Because
of
the
the
thing is,
DAO
for
handbook.
the Grape access, how to set up, it's another big issue by itself. So it's you gotta go on another Discord, fill some
Right.
forms, fill this, and it's not gonna fit in of course it fits, but it's gonna be too big to be on the DAO handbook. So it's better for Sajal to put only how to verify in Grape, which she already has almost everything. She just needs to delete step 1 and rephrase the step 2, and she's done. And I think
Okay.
everything is correct for me.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Legend, you're right. I'll do that. Let me do that. If there's anything, I'll just quickly ping you. I'll make sure I'll do it by tonight only. And on the point where you said, Agnes, to mention the uh, realms and everything, the reason, it's actually a great idea if we plan to do something similar. Like, I think we were once discussing on a call that we should actually have a handbook because there's so many things we are being up to and it's nowhere out there. But the reason it's not I don't think we can include in this because I think Unique Ventures Club, they shared a document which had like 4 or 5 questions. If you go on page 2, I have mentioned in that, which says content. So they asked to introduce us and who's this platform for? How can you become a Grape member? Do you need any prerequisites? So they wanted basically 2 liners under everything. So
Got it.
that is why I kept it, did not include anything else. But definitely, if we ever, plan to do something for Grape, and then we can include those things. But yeah, but really, I
Sounds
think
good.
that's a great idea. Thanks so much, and thanks so much, Legend. You've been, I think, I would like to really thank Legend because I think Legend has gone through the handbook multiple times and given a lot of feedback. So I'll work on what Legend has just mentioned and correct this, and then I think it will be done.
You've done a great job with it. Thank you so much, Sajal.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was a great learning.
I also think
Uh,
it's a great handbook if you manage to fix up to tonight the parts I said. If you have any problems, I can also rephrase the step if you want to.
Yeah. I'll do that, Legend, and I'll ping you in case there's anything. I'll
Sure, thank
definitely
you.
DM.
you have a choice to make now, such either you rush it now and get the new version out by today, like you said. But we have some people like Pause. He will give feedback later today, and he's usually detailed. So maybe it would be worth your time to note down the changes now and wait till end of today until you start working on the next version. Then you can incorporate all the feedback at once.
Sure, I think that would be better. So I'll just note it down and wait for pause feedback.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Good.
Also, let me say something on the bounty itself. The bounty is set for 25k grape, and given the amount of work needed for this bounty to be completed, I propose for this bounty to be given a bigger reward than it is now.
I can understand.
This is my proposal, of course.
Yeah, we had quite a few revisions. We had quite some feedback, and so I understand where you're coming from. I think we should have this discussion once we say okay, we are satisfied. We can
Sure.
go forward with paying it.
No worries.
I just calculated today's grape value, and it really seems rather low. I shall note it on debug. Okay, noted. Next point on our agenda is still the newsletter. Did you have other questions or anything else, Legend, on the newsletter from your side?
Can you repeat again?
Is there anything you want to talk about regarding the newsletter?
No.
Okay.
I
Then
I don't think so.
then I just ping the guys again for feedback.
Aside from the, that comments and the way to reorder the process of showing the link and the topics. Aside from that, I don't think so. But yeah, we'll do it before tweeting the fix for the tweet.
Yeah, my only thing, and I think Taki was kind of saying the same, is that it's not clear that the link at 4.2 and of the whole 4, so 4 with the video link and 4.1 with the listed topics, that's all one DAO call. Because proposed agenda makes it sound like it hasn't happened yet. And at least I am not counting the which DAO call we are on. If we are on the 19th, 20th, or 35th, 44th, I don't know.
I will include the dates.
So my
I
bet is
said
that
in the newsletter Tuesday, then Sunday. but it's Thursday and Sunday from this time frame of the newsletter, so it's like 1 week, Thursday and Sunday. But I will include the dates. No, it's fine.
If you just write something like complete agenda for Sunday's DAO call link, it will be very clear what you mean with DAO call. But I mean, you start with to end the week Sunday DAO call and head and then suddenly you say proposed agenda for 20th DAO call, and everybody is like, oh, this must be something new, the 20th DAO call.
I will fix it.
Very good.
I was waiting for you to say what's the benefit of having the proposed. The benefit word. Where is it?
It wasn't so important that I needed to ask my main question.
So it was a trivial thing.
Yeah, Archimedes legend has me figured out.
I think we're more complex than that, but okay.
What's the benefit of that?
Great question. I'm still trying
Being
to
more
figure it out
complex.
in my governance formulas. I'm almost finished with that.
Yeah, I remembered. It was yesterday or so. I remembered you said you were done in like a
Yeah,
day or so.
I found a glitch and I'm fixing it.
Oh,
Small. It's one of those things where you can do all the work and you've done it perfectly, and then you were like, "Oops, I put a comma in the wrong place."
yeah. There's actually a ASCII character, which is an invisible space. It's
Yep.
literally invisible, and you can really fuck up someone's code and month or week or whatever time frame of that.
It's funny you mention that because I've experienced that a few times in my career, actually, where that has actually been the downfall of an entire system because that wasn't captured and normalized in UTC. Or yeah.
Okay, so we're proceeding nicely today. We have reached the bounties under review section, which would only be of Grape Art push notifications, where we're not clear if it was forfeited or if it was paid. I would need to go to the Squads v2 to get that cleared up, and or discuss it with Kirk for a minute if Kirk is here. Kirk, are you able to talk today? Okay, so I guess he's busy. Then what else have we under review? We have this bounty under review also by Mr. Kirk. And he noted that it has been completed 9 days ago. It is at support for sending web tokens, royalty enforced via grape.art/identity.
Was this accepted, the bounty?
Like I said, we have switched to the framework that if Mr. Kirk, as leader of development subDAO, deems something worth a bounty,
Okay.
he it is accepted. There's currently no viable way to meaningfully talk about accepting bounties proposed by our lead developer. And as such, we're handling it this way.
Yep. I mean, the only thing I would ask, and call this motivation from writer, is talking about the benefit, but more just understanding what wrap tokens mean in this context and why they'd be needed, and important. I can see. I know where wrap tokens are in the Solana ecosystem. The question is, did we find a scenario where something needs to be supported for token transfers and wrap tokens just happen to not be in the mix? So I would advocate, yeah, okay, so it makes sense because it needs to be universally supportive of all Solana token types.
Yeah. I mean, in the perfect world, Mr. Kirk would be here and tell us a few sentences about this. And then,
Yeah, we could always ask him. If he can't talk today, then we could just write it out and see if we can get a really quick brief. Just for awareness, not because I'm trying to nitpick here. I'm just curious.
yeah, I agree. Okay, then I will make the payment notes on debug.
Yep. I need to test that out.
What do you mean?
I've never used it. That's why I'm saying the payment notes.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's the way we're doing it is I'm only in the comments on debug. I'm just writing down what should be done,
got it.
and this way we can, because I want to centralize, like I wrote down in the overview, in the payment process overview, and let's paste it again live chat.
Mm-hmm.
I want to centralize all information regarding to payment on debug.
Mm-hmm.
So we have one point where we can look at everything, and that it's not very spread around, not like sharded among Discourse and Discord Bounty HQ, Discord Bounty Thread, Discord Live Chat.
Yep.
It's only on debug, and then
Yep.
we have the on-chain information in squads, which I am weekly checking that it's in sync with debug.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why I'm now big on debug comments for payment.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, writer. I know that takes time, and it seems D-Work is working out nicely, right? It's Trello plus everything else that would be needed, plus the notification schema that ends up in Discord. It seems to have passed all the hurdles that we needed, right? In practice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
could be
The
better, but it does the work.
Yeah.
You only want more buttons to push Legend. Legend is testing all the features.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah, the main thing is that we now have these automatic channels in Discord with debug, and debug is also pinging people who are getting assigned in the Discord. That's very good because, as some might know and others might have forgotten, like I did, if you are not mentioned in a channel, if you haven't joined the channel, then it doesn't exist for you. You don't see it. You can, if you go looking for it, you will find it, but at default you don't see it. So this way we kind of have it automated that people who are responsible for a bounty or associated with a bounty, that it's visible to them. Anyway, I have done the comment for payment and I pinged Mr. Kirk. I think he completed this bounty as he has written that it's completed and nobody else was mentioned in the thread. So I asked him to initiate the squads transactions. So it will go to the correct wallet, whatever wallet he will choose. And we are done with this bounty until Mr. Kirk sets up the transactions and pings the bounty fund owners to sign it. Which leads us to the last point on our agenda, which is new bounties. I see some backlog bounties that probably are outdated. I
Go
see the
bit.
Twitter bot. Yes, Legend.
No, go on.
I see the Twitter bot bounty, which we talked about briefly. And I'm not sure. I think the scheduling is active, but the recurring tweets are not active yet. Is that correct?
I don't know, actually.
Okay. I only remember there was quite a bit of a discussion somewhere, and
I mean, it's a scheduled and recurring, or just scheduled or recurring? Like there's a slash between.
yeah, who knows? Let's read on Discord. And discourse is clear. It should be an and.
But in the description, it
Yeah,
doesn't show
fix it.
it. In the description says, if the option to schedule tweets for specific date and time, it will also be even more helpful if there was an option for scheduled tweets. Okay.
Yeah, but the instructions
To be
say,
recurring.
yeah, the instruction says with Twitter bot, which will allow for scheduled and recurring tweets.
Yeah, I understand, but it just the instruction
Well,
doesn't meet the description. I mean, they're
it's an
both different,
important
kind of.
thing.
But yeah, it's something to be asked around.
I think if somebody finds this bounty valuable, so in the sense that it is needed for the DAO or that it's a major benefit for the DAO, then he or she should follow up with our
From
Twitter
my
person.
point of view, I think it's viable. It's kinda done. We have the Twitter channel, which is used to be, I mean, it's used to retweet, major updates from Grape Art, like Kirk updates, and more relevant tweets. So the Twitter bot works. We use it. The DAO use it. The only thing is the bounty was not claimed by someone, and one of the feature might be not be done. That's my opinion on this.
Yeah.
Like everything is okay regarding, the bot, but this specific feature, we don't know anything about it. Also, nobody claimed the bounty.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Either we say it's the bot is good as it is, and we say okay, bounty is no longer relevant, or we have to reach out to Mr. Devon, I think his name was, and basically ask him if he would like to take up his bounty and add a feature for recurring tweets.
Well, that's an option.
Because I also think it would not be productive to have an outside person to look for an outside person to build a recurring tweets feature. We have a guy here, and he knows his own stuff. But I'm not using the Twitter bot, so I really have not a strong opinion, and I'm not well informed on the topic if it would be a huge value add for the DAO.
I mean, if the
Dynite,
code is open source, then everybody can
in
do it
in
after.
principle, you are right, but it would take someone else longer than the guy who.
Maybe.
I mean, if I'm
Yeah.
looking at my code and it's 2 weeks old, I'm going, who the fuck wrote this? And then I'm get out my little mirror and look at myself, and I say, oh yeah, that's right. And so imagine if it's not your own code. Even
You
worse.
make it your own code.
Make it your own code.
I mean, it's fine if the bounty doesn't have a time frame on it, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, time frames on
I'm
bounties
saying
is
all
not
this.
something.
I'm saying all this in case we lose Devon to work on this. I mean, everything
yeah.
I say now is like useless if
Mr.
Devon keeps
Dynite,
working.
Mr. Goat, if you and your communication genius could hit up Mr. Devon for a link to this bounty, I think that would be a good start. Oh, guys. Like everything about it, oh yeah. This will be us next week if you propose a bounty like that, but replace the triple with a bounty. Go trap cap for a coon. Yeah. But sentiment is still the same, so somebody has to reach out to Mr. Devon. If he even wants to do this. In principle, yeah, we have to accept it first. I see we are near our time limit. We are 2 minutes over. Would you guys like to work through the Twitter bot bounty to accept it now, or would you like to go over to the DAO core?
Um,
I will leave it for
Great call.
next week, since we still need to reach out Devon.
Okay, works for me. I guess I'm not in a hurry with this.
Yep, works for me as well.
Great.
Yep.
Then how does this stage renaming work? I always just end the event.